Good morning, Mark Soderberg with ADM Investor Services with your morning ag outlook for Thursday, June 5th. Well, mixed trade across the ag space here overnight. The feed grains right now are steady to slightly higher, while the soy complex is a touch lower. Fresh news is scarce this morning as we await the weekly export sales data. Also out today is the census export numbers from the month of April. Tomorrow is the monthly U.S. employment report, while next week, a week from today, is the June WASDE update. Corn right now, 1 to 2 better. Wheat ranges from about a penny better in Minneapolis to 3 better in Chicago. Soybeans, they're off 2 to 4 cents. Meal is down about $1, while bean oil is 25 to 30 points lower. Speculative traders, they were light buyers across most of the ag space yesterday, buying about 4,000 to 5,000 contracts each in corn and wheat. Around 2,000 to 3,000 contracts in the beans and meal, however, pretty much flat in the bean oil. There have been rumblings here in recent days. The Trump administration and Chinese President Yi will speak sometime this week, perhaps as early as today. Markets will be sensitive to any breaking developments here. U.S. weather mostly favorable. 24-hour rainfall maps do show impressive coverage across both Illinois and Indiana. Yesterday, as this current front sags to the east, rains over the next 5 days to favor the deep south, with lighter coverage across the north and the central Midwest. Temperatures to remain in a cooler than normal pattern before heat begins to re-emerge across the west by late next week. Markets will be on guard for any indication that this high-pressure ridge builds into a longer-term blocking pattern, preventing rain from reaching key growing areas here in the central Midwest come July. In South America, dry for a vast majority of the growing areas over the next week, outside of some moderate showers across south central areas of Brazil. The drier outlook will continue to promote crop maturation and harvest progress. Buenos Aires Grain Exchange expected to be out later today with harvest updates from Argentina. Inside trade for July corn overnight, as it remains at about a 5-cent discount to Dees. Improving a little bit here this morning. It's reached its lowest level since last October. Declining basis levels at the Gulf yesterday seem to push that spread into new lows. Just further indications that global demand is shifting away from the U.S. and towards South American origin. Expect a higher production figure from the USDA from Brazil in next week's WASDE report. For now, Dees that failed to, that basically ran out of sellers here and near its recent low at 435, and now we've recovered back up to a 445, building a little bit of weather premium back in the prices there. Inside trade for both July and Nov beans overnight as we await to hear of any trade deal developments or if President Trump and Yi actually speak. 1033 is the next upside resistance for the November contract. Tight trade in both products overnight. Meal remains stuck between $290 and $300 a ton, with the July contract kind of toggling around its 50-day moving average. A slightly higher trade in the wheat. It seems as if wheat would like to retest the recent highs as speculative traders continue to lighten up on what was recently a record short position. Too much rain across the southern U.S. Can threaten some of the late maturing winter wheat crop as harvest is looming. Also have drought conditions across east central areas of China. Those are providing the fundamental support to wheat prices. Thank you for listening, everyone, and I hope you have a great day.